Have you ever thought about how much punishment a firearm can endure? In today's episode, we dive headfirst into one of the most awe-inspiring feats of resilience in the history of firearms. A story so incredible, it seems ripped straight out of fiction. We're talking about a gun that survived the ultimate test. A firestorm powerful enough to melt steel beams. Yes, you heard that right. A firearm that emerged from the ashes, unscathed and ready to fire. This is the incredible tale of the Phoenix gun. To understand this remarkable story, we need to go back to the fiery chaos of the Second World War. The setting is London, 1940, during what would later be known as the Blitz. A series of relentless bombing raids by German forces turned much of the city into smoldering rubble. Buildings crumbled, streets became unrecognizable, and possessions were destroyed in the infernos that raged through the neighborhoods. Amid this carnage, in a small armory in East London, a firearm would achieve legendary status. The Phoenix gun, as it would later be called, wasn't a fancy or ornate weapon. In fact, it was a standard-issue Webley revolver, an iconic sidearm long associated with British military and police forces. It wasn't designed to be exceptional. It was built to be dependable, rugged, and capable of function under tough battlefield conditions. But no one could have foreseen just how far those conditions would push it. During an especially brutal night of bombing, the armory where this Webley revolver was stored took a direct hit. Witnesses described the scene as something out of hell itself. Flames licked through the shattered walls, ammunition exploded like deadly fireworks, and the steel racks of firearms within twisted and melted under the searing heat. Entire blocks of London were engulfed in firestorms, reaching temperatures so intense they could incinerate almost anything in their path. It seemed impossible that anything, or anyone, could survive such devastation unscathed. But in the aftermath of the Blitz, as the bombing died down and the rubble began to cool, something extraordinary was discovered. Firefighters inspecting the remains of the armory found a cluster of oddly intact items. In the center of the ashes, where all was presumed lost, someone spotted the unmistakable shape of a revolver. Puzzled and skeptical, they picked it up, expecting its metal frame to crumble into soot. Instead, they found the firearm intact, its mechanisms moving as smoothly as the day it was manufactured. Incredibly, the gun still worked. Tests conducted shortly thereafter confirmed that not only could the revolver fire, but it was also still accurate, hitting its intended targets as if no firestorm had ever occurred. This simple, unpretentious Webley revolver had survived against all conceivable odds and earned a nickname befitting its miraculous survival: the Phoenix gun. How did this happen? How could a standard-issue firearm withstand such heat and destruction when even steel would melt? To answer this, we have to look at the way Webley revolvers were constructed. Renowned for their durability, Webley revolvers were made from an incredibly dense alloy specifically formulated to endure the harsh conditions of war. But while the material gave the firearm a solid foundation, it shouldn't have been able to resist temperatures exceeding 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. Experts agree. This survival defies explanation. While it's impossible to know the full details of what saved the Phoenix gun, some theories have emerged. One possibility is that the revolver was nestled in a pocket of rubble that insulated it from the firestorm's full fury. Perhaps metal debris around it absorbed the brunt of the heat, acting like a protective shell. Others speculate that a fortuitous combination of materials in the armory, such as barrels of water or sandbags, shielded this particular firearm, ensuring its survival. But let's pause here for a moment. Beyond its physical resilience, the Phoenix gun has become a symbol of something far greater. It represents endurance in the face of overwhelming trials, just as the people of London did during the Blitz. They faced destruction, tragedy, terror. And yet, like this revolver rising unbroken from the ashes, they pressed on. They endured. The story of the Phoenix gun doesn't end in some forgotten corner of history. Upon its discovery, the revolver was cleaned, preserved, and displayed as a powerful relic of resilience. Today, it is housed in a small but poignant exhibit dedicated to the Blitz, standing as a reminder not just to firearm enthusiasts, but to everyone that survival is often a combination of strength, luck, and unyielding will. And that, my friends, is why the Phoenix gun is more than just a weapon. It's a lesson, a legend, an artifact. Even now, people visit the exhibit, gazing at this blackened revolver with awe and respect. It serves as a stark yet beautiful reminder of what humans, and the tools they create, can endure. As we conclude this episode, let's ponder this. Resilience might just be the most underrated quality not only in tools and weapons, but in life itself. If a simple revolver can beat the odds and survive the terrifying flames of destruction, what more can we endure with enough determination? Thank you for coming with us on this incredible journey into the story of the Phoenix gun. If you found this as astonishing as we did, share it with someone who could use a reminder of resilience. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we uncover yet another unbelievable tale from the world of firearms. Until then, keep your spirit as unyielding as steel in the firestorm. See you next time.